Hello and welcome back. Let's continue with our lesson. So I finished explaining the table tools, not tables group. So let's move on to the illustrations group. So what I need to do is to go back to the Excel sheets, okay, the insert tab that we were working on in our previous lesson. Okay, so under the illustrations group, we have the set of tools. Then I'll just take you through it. When the contextual tab comes along, I'll also take the time to explain how to use these tools. So we have the pictures. So if you have any picture you want to insert into your worksheet, you can do that. So you just need to click on it. Then it opens the dialog box. Then you go and look for the picture in question. So let's see if I can find a picture here. Do I have any other picture? Okay, that's not what I want. Okay, let me just go right ahead and select any of these pictures. So click on insert and the picture is inserted. So you can hold it down, you drag. So this picture is actually huge. So as soon as you insert the picture, automatically it gives you the picture tools format tab, which is a contextual tab that comes as a result of you coming to insert a picture. So whatever tool you need to format this picture will be found here. Forget about the rest of the tabs. So when you come, these are the available tools. So if you look at the size, it's too huge. So why don't I reduce the height and the width? By default, aspect ratio is locked. So if I reduce this to, let's say 5, I hit enter on the keyboard, automatically the height would also be reduced. Then I can just drag it up and have it in this particular format. So if you've been using Microsoft Word, I'm sure you probably come across all of these tools. So once you know how to use it in Word, you should be able to use it in Excel. So we can also think about cropping it. So if I click on crop, it gives me this particular feature where I can just get to reduce the size and only think of this particular student of mine, very troublesome, but he's a good kid. Then I'll click on crop and all will be taken out of it like that, as simple as that. So if you want to uncrop, you click on it again, then you just have to stretch it to the required or desired size. So once you do that, you can crop it again. Then I always maintain that once you see a dialog box launcher, it gives you access to additional commands. So why don't we click to explore? So once you click, it gives you the additional commands. So you can even talk about rotation. You can even talk about the scale height, the scale width. Lock aspect ratio is active. That is why as soon as you reduce it, automatically it gives you its appropriate height that goes with the particular width in order not to distort the pixels. Then you can also talk about related to original picture, then reset. So all of these will be found under format picture dialog box. You can also go to the picture itself. You can also talk about picture correction, the preset. So all of that is here, but you can also get it from this particular section as well. When you come here, you still get it from this section. So I want you to explore and see the various options available. So the crop that we did, you can even crop with height, offset the X, but then offset Y. I've not really tried some of these options, but you can explore, click to see what happens. So crop position is 4.8, height, left and top. So let me change this to about 2. Let me change this to so once I do that, you see the change happening. So 0.1. So that's the crop position. Okay, that's cool. Then we have what temperature. So let's see temperature. Let me make it 8,000. Okay, this is a pretty cool feature. I've not really explored it. Okay, So it's all about what? Exploring. Wow, that is cool. Okay, then you can explore all of these options. So this is various ways of formatting the picture after looking at the size. So we have a lot of things you can talk about over here, the fill, the line. So I want you to explore all of that, and we can get all of that here. So I'll close the dialog box for the format picture. So that is basically it for the size group. Now let me come back to remove background. So if I click on remove background, the system will just come, then I'll need to mark areas to remove. So all these, is it purple area that we see? Once I click on keep changes, it will just automatically make it white. Give us that white background. Then you can mark areas to remove. So I can just be marking more or less like you using Photoshop. So once I mark, it takes time. Oh, the face is gone. So if that is what I want, I say keep changes. Then everything is cleared. So you can actually work on that, keep practicing. Let me discard all changes. Okay. So that is one way of removing the background. So you take a picture and you realize you don't need a background. You can use this particular tool either in Word or Excel or in PowerPoint to do this. Then we also have corrections. So we can correct the picture if we don't want how it looks like. So let me come to the color and change this. Okay. So we can correct it by increasing the sharpness level. So I will need you to explore these options, know where to find them and know how to use it. Then we have picture corrections option. So once you click, it takes you back to the format picture. So it's the same old stuff. Then we have artistic effect. So with artistic effect, each one of them comes with its own name. So we have marker, we have what's the name, pencil, grayscale. So you just need to explore these options and see how best you can use them for your work. So it's as simple as that. So in the Microsoft exam, they'll be very specific. So you have to go through and look for the appropriate name for your work. Then we also have artistic effect. Okay, we've done that. Then you can also compress picture. So if you want to reduce the size, if you insert pictures in Excel or in Microsoft Word and you don't want the size to go up, you can compress them. Then when you decide to change the picture, you can just click on it. I don't want this picture, so let me select a different picture. So you can select from your system or you can go online to look for a picture. So once I click on from a file, it gives me the opportunity. Okay, so let me select this particular picture. So once I do that, it is selected. Then we have the auto rotate handle. So I click, it is rotated. So basically that is it. So if you want to increase the size, instead of cropping or increasing the height and width, you can just crop from the edge. So once you do that, automatically it takes effect. Good. Then we have reset picture. So we discard all formatting, whatever format we've applied. Let's say I come here, I apply this, I come here, I change it to something like this. Then I feel, oh, I don't really need this. Let me reset, go back to its default. Then it comes back to its default. Undo. I think I like this, the way it looks. So these are the tools available. Know where to find them and know when to use them. And also have picture style. So if you want to apply some borders around it, so as you go through simple frame white, so they all come with their names. So take note of it as you are working with them, because in the Microsoft exam, you'll be asked to apply a particular picture style. Then as you go through it, you apply the various pictures. So it picture style. So it's as simple as that. So if I want something like this, I click. That is metal oval. Then it's applied. Then you can also talk about applying a particular border. So picture border, maybe I'll pick this color, yellow. Then you also have a picture effect. So you need to take your time, go through all of these and see how best you can leverage that as you work with the application. So all of these are pretty much cool features you can work with. even though it is an Excel sheet, when the opportunity comes for you to use pictures in it, you need to at least be a pro when it comes to formatting it. So my job is to just let you know where the tools are and where you can find them. It's as simple as that. So once you do that, it gives you that nice look. So if you don't want that picture border, you can change it to another color. Then we have the send backward, send forward. So if I happen to have inserted another picture, so I'll go back again and insert another picture. We went to Togo, and that was a trip. Yeah, my former staff of Ghana Christian International. So I will insert it. It is inserted using that same principle. I'll just go right ahead and pull it there, reduce it, and bring this one here. So if this is on top of it, I can say send backward, then it goes back, bring forward, it comes forward. Then we have what selection pane, which I explained earlier. So if you're having difficulty selecting, you can just use the selection pane to select which of the pictures and move it. So it's as simple as that. Then you can also think of aligning to, okay, this is not really about aligning center or right, but this works best under Microsoft Word. Let me check what snap to grid does. Okay, snap to grid, I didn't really see a change. View grid lines. Okay, so you can actually come in here and deactivate the grid line viewing. Okay, so this is something new I just learned. So it's all about exploring. Normally I come to grid lines to do that. So we can actually do that here. That's cool. So you need to keep exploring and keep learning. Then you can also talk about rotation. So when you rotate 90, see, rotate left 90. So basically flip vertical. Then you have what? Flip horizontal. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let me check. Flip horizontal, flip vertical. Okay. Then we have more rotation options. So once I click on more rotation options, then it gives you access to other features which are really not found here. So you just have to be curious and be exploring and see how best you can make this work for yourself. So I'm going to go ahead to close all these panes. Then we also have okay, I've explained the picture effect. So we have what picture layout. So you can also go through these different types of layouts. Then you try to give it a name. Then more or less like a caption. Then we have something like this, something like that. So as you go through it, it gives you that feature. Yeah. So just explore and see how best you can leverage this for your work. So if I come and click on it, I go to my format picture, come to layout, then I select something like this, and I can give it a name. Okay, so trip to Togo. Yeah, pretty cool. So you see, once you do that, it gives you another SmartArt tool, but we'll later talk about SmartArt. Then I'll take my time to discuss all the tools under this SmartArt. So there's actually a SmartArt feature which is found under this particular picture tools tab. Yeah. So this basically explains. Okay, let me talk about the dialog box launcher. So once you click, so you get the glow, soft edges, 3D artistic effect, all that we discussed there can also be found here. So basically that is it. So once you insert a picture, you get a contextual tab, then you start working with it. And I'm sure I've done justice to this. So I will continue in the next lesson. I don't want to go beyond 15 minutes. Only 15 minutes, you watch, you take notes, you practice, then you become better. Okay. So thank you for the time, and God richly bless you.